Well, good morning. I had a subscriber ask me a while back to do a video about my first day, my first month, my first year in the Philippines. And I think that's an awesome idea. And I did a video about my first 24 hours. You might want to catch that one. It was about my first 24 hours in Cebu before I made it out here to Dumaguete. And I should be doing a video right now about my first 30 days. And that's coming. But I just kind of wanted to share something with you guys this morning. I, uh, I had a really good day yesterday, and there's a point to all this, but bear with me. I went out and I went to do some things yesterday. I had this bucket list of stuff that needed to get done. And it just reflected when I got home last night. Not only did I get everything done, but how everything that I did had a little taste of adventure to it. And so, for example, I went first thing in the morning and I got a haircut. And I had the guy give me a shave while I was there. And that in and of itself is nothing remarkable. But I had this really nice conversation with this kid. And it's the first time I'd seen him. He's up here in Valencia where I live. Excuse me. And he was genuinely interested in what I was all about and how long I'd lived here. And he spoke great English. And he told me about his family and what he's doing. And so it was just kind of kick-started the day was, all right, I went in and I got a haircut, I got a shave, I had a great conversation, and it cost me $1.60. Big spender that I am, I let him keep the 40 cents. We rounded it all the way up to $2. And then I buzzed downtown and I was going to go see a dentist. And there's dentists all over the place. And so before I went to the dentist, I needed my morning hit. So I went to Bo's Coffee and I bumped into a guy there, had a nice conversation with him, and he's been here about the same time as me, about 2.5 years. And we were reflecting back on some of the circumstances that we've been through, the situations we've dealt with, the mistakes that we've made. And that was not much an eye-opener as it was a reminder of just how far we've come in the last 2.5, 3 years that we've been here, compared to how we were that first day, that first month, that first year. During the first year that I was here, or prior to coming out here, I had watched all the videos that you're supposed to watch to get me informed. I watched Rike and Ned and Bud Brown, and they all gave this sage advice, that you don't do this and you don't do that, and you should do this and you should do that. So before I came out here, I had this little list of like my commandments. I shall not fall in love with the first girl. I shall not blow all my money, and et cetera, et cetera. And I managed to break all the commandments. And so did this other guy that I was talking to. And we were just kind of laughing at ourselves that we thought we were going to be able to beat the system. Everybody else makes those mistakes. But, if we take those problems on, we can handle it and fix it and make it better and correct it. Well, wrong. So I am going to do a little video about all those instances that happened. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, finished our coffee. I headed out to go to the dentist. And this is just kind of one of the little awesome things here is that I got downtown about noon, and it never entered my reptilian small brain that everybody takes a lunch here. So when I went to a dentist at a place called Evermall, they were closed till 1:30. So, all right, I went around the corner. I met my friend Lori, and she's one of a twin sisters that's going to do a video with me later on this week. And that's going to be an interesting little story. She's known as the coffee lady over at Evermall. So she's real cute. She's real bubbly. And so is her sister. So we're going to get together next week and do a little chit chat here online for you. Um, so anyway, getting back to going to the dentist. So I just decided to kind of, after having a conversation with her, I had about an hour to kill. So I walked around the corner and I was just kind of snooping around because when I'm driving around on my gay-looking little scooter, everything goes by really fast, and I don't get an opportunity to really study what's where. And so now I was on foot. I was feeling frisky, so I took a nice little walk. The weather wasn't too bad. Ended up getting a manicure while I was waiting for the dentist to open up. And again, it was just a real easy deal. I just popped into a shop, and as usual, they acted like it was the very first manicure they'd ever given. So no one seemed organized or whatever. And now when that happens, I just laugh at it, inside. It's just part of the drill out here. You go into America to get a manicure, and they're right there with the workstation. They got the equipment. They sit you down. They get your hands soaking, and away they go. Here, it's just like, wow, we're doing something. And they run around looking for their equipment. They can't find it. They don't know where the chair is. They need a new towel. And it's just part of the routine. So it's become pleasurable now that I'm expecting it and know that it's coming to experience it. Now, I get the manicure done. We do all that, everything. We have a nice time. I'm chit-chatting with the ladies. And it's about time to go to the dentist. So I've gotten recommended to go to a dentist at Robinson's Supermarket. They have upstairs, there's a nice dental place. So I went into there, and they said, hey, can you come back in 15 minutes? Because we've got another patient, and we'll get you right in. I said, sure. So I went downstairs. I got a bottle of water. I killed 15 minutes, snooped around the store, went back upstairs, sat down. Lady came into the front door, set her purse down at the reception area. So she was the receptionist. She worked there. She had some food from Chow King, and she took that into the back door. And she said hi to me, and I said hi to her. And then I sat there for 20 minutes. Nothing. So I got up and left. And I walked back across the street to Evermole, where there's a dentist. I went in, and I got my teeth cleaned for $20 and some recommendations and whatnot. So that was awesome. So now you got your hair cut, you got your teeth cleaned, you've had some good conversations, and everywhere I went was just it had a little twist to it. And I got to thinking last night, I thought, if I'd have done this in America, I would have driven my car to probably Walmart, where they have everything that you need. And I wouldn't have had a conversation with anybody. There wouldn't have been any drama, or energy is a better word, attached to the task. I could have gone to a dental clinic. They usually have them at Walmart, little thing. I could have got a manicure. I could have done this. I wouldn't have had the conversation with Lori. It's just over here, there's some color to everything that you do. Where in America, it's just sort of blanched and blah, and you're just a number. And it occurred to me that the latter part of my years that I lived in the States, I had become invisible. I was just another number. I was just another face. I was just some other dude in his car going through the drive-thru to pick up his cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. And here, for some odd reason, not really an odd reason, it's because you're different. If you're a white guy, young or old, running around, you just drag attention to yourself unrequested. And I mean, I know I got this big shock of white hair, so whenever I'm driving by on my gay little scooter, a lot of kids look at me. I think they see me as Santa Claus or something. They always wave at me, and it never happened in America, So I guess there's no real moral to this. It's just me yapping. But I think that the gist of this is that there is a big opportunity, and there is a lot of hope, and there are a lot more options available to someone that comes out here and can gut it out. Because I tell you what, the first day and the first month and the first year were not exactly all sunshine and rainbows and puppy dog tails. It had some real challenges to it. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you in the future. Excuse me. But that was my day yesterday. And you think that when I went to get a haircut in America, it was I just sat there, and I went in and sat in the chair. We made a little chit chat, and away we went. I wasn't stimulated by anything. There wasn't any kind of intellectual exchange. And the word intellectual actually really applied to this kid that was cutting my hair. He had a lot to say, and it was a lot of fun. And he was genuinely curious and genuinely interested. And I was genuinely curious and genuinely interested. And that's just a far out way to start your day. And then after I did all my little errands, came home, and I went to a little birthday party and was able to exchange ideas and thoughts with some other expats. And some guys are super cool, a lot of fun, and then other guys are total hard-ons. And here you have the option. Do you want to, you just kind of pick and choose. Who is it you want to have a second, third, or fourth encounter and time with? Who do you want to call and say, hey, let's go out? Out here, you have a place to go out to, and you have somebody to go out with, a like-minded individual. So I know this is kind of a sales job on the Philippines, but it's more of a reflective diary on just the positive incremental changes that have occurred. When I was in the States, I felt like an insignificant dot wandering around this blue planet that we live on. And over here, I just feel that there's more significance. And I also have the ability to cause or create and donate some input and some time and some resources to help other people, not necessarily foreigners. They're unhelpable, but some of the local people. And a lot of guys that I see, we keep it real quiet, but because it's between us and whoever. But it's just a much more satisfying and enriching environment that we live in over here. So anyway, that's my morning rant. And I'm going to do some videos this week that are going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you join me in watching them. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.